Ew, look how she's
Is Mast outsourcing its help now? How droll.
Okay, I can do this.
No, because she's a Karen and I'm over it. Bro, we can get the guns now. Alright, New Atlantis discovered.
And he's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Let's talk about this.
Sure, have at it.
Ship upgrade mode allows you to make improvements to your ship without needing to worry about other or where modules should be placed. Oh, so I don't have to have a missile launcher, a cannon, and a pulse laser. I could have a something, and a something else. Okay, I'm getting it. What ships do you have for sale?
I'm sure you can find something you like.
$57,000. Oh, and it's better than mine by a lot. Okay, more crew. Everything's better except for missiles, I think. These are cool ships. Oh my god, $279,000. All right, bro. Let's see what's going on in here.
I can assure you, this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please.
I get scanned. Okay, I already got scanned even coming to the planet, bro. Calm down. All right, let's go.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation.
Free transportation? Okay, we're going to the Mast District.
We can take it directly to the Mast District.
New
I have a feeling
Atlantis.
Today's going to be a great day. Don't you agree?
What you want?
Another day, another credit.
Anything you recommend doing?
Well, that depends. Are you a foodie or a shopper?
I'm gonna say this one.
I guess I won't ask. But there is a place called The Well that might be more your style. I don't go down there myself. It can be pretty dangerous.
That sounds cool. I'm gonna go there. The
Oh,
Well.
hi there. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm alright.
Glad to hear it. Yeah, life is good, isn't it? I've been trying to save up enough money so that I can go explore the settled systems with my boyfriend, Tony. I think we're finally getting close.
You wanna leave New Atlantis? Why?
Tony and I want to see what else is out there. I love my job, but there has to be more to life than just being a janitor in New Atlantis. What about you? Have you gone on any adventures?
Sure have. Enough for a lifetime for sure.
That's amazing. I'm so jealous. One day you'll have to tell me and Tony all about them, okay?
Why don't I just tell you I'm freaking, what is it? I'm part of the Constellation or something like that. I don't think I want to say this, but I'm gonna say it.
Really? Well, I guess you're right. I'm feeling a bit run down. I really love my job, but it's hard work and long hours. I could definitely use a Terracino from Terra Brew right now.
I can go get you one, it's no trouble. I knew it was gonna be
Really?
some type of quest.
So sweet.
Sure.
I really appreciate it.
I need to go to the lodge. Okay.
Someone down there.
Here we are.
The lodge.
The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Into the library.
If we're here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now.
We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Why don't we start with you telling me what Constellation is? Yeah, let's do that.
Very well. This is a private organization dedicated to exploration. Space primarily, but also anomalies throughout the settled systems. It's inherently dangerous work, so if one of our own doesn't show up as planned, then we tend to have questions. Speaking of which, where is Barrett?
Yeah, who are you? Because I'm not just about to give up his location for free. Rick?
Sarah Morgan, Chair of Constellation. That means anything you discussed with Barrett is my business. Now, if you would please answer my question.
Oh, she about to kill me. Okay, calm down. I'll tell you.
Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
Yeah, on my side.
Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Exactly.
Thank
The
you,
heck?
Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
I actually want to know more about it, so I'm just gonna tell them.
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Captain, if you expect us to believe in fairy
Nice.
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But, gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Frick is this?
Right. Let's see.
Oh, it's 2 parts? Oh, because it's the one with
the
Barrett.
artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the 2 we already have...
The artifact.
Oh.
If you could place it on the table here.
Sure, take it.
That's
Oh.
it. Just
Dropped
like
it.
the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
frick.
that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
Yeah, literally.
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
Tell me about this freaking floating thing next to me.
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
Okay, so y'all know nothing. Nice.
We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us.
All right, let's do it.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability?
Please.
You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
$8,000 a key and a freaking constellation pack.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now.
Literally.
I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Yeah, what do you think that was?
Oh, right, that.
Yeah,
If
that.
you're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon.
Wasn't random synapses firing? I mean something? Literally.
Sure, I'm not trying to suggest otherwise. I wasn't there when it happened. I'm just thinking it through. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
Thanks for me to
Planning on
stay.
sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago.
This is
It was a
nice.
big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here. Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one
Nice.
side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy! We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
You do know a
Oh
lot.
gosh, no. I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us. Well, right now, nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition, I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Yeah, how would that help?
I can't be certain that they will, but more data points are always a good thing. I don't want to rule out anything that could provide a breakthrough. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty
Sounds good.
well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep. Of course, there's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
How long have you been working on all
Well,
this?
Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
Let's talk to y'all. Walter, what's
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
good? Whatever. I don't like you. That was an apology. You could do better. That's what I'm saying. Like, Vic.
I am sorry I besmirched your chosen profession and made
Smirched.
assumptions about your character. My frustrations lie more with Barrett, not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we?
Okay, I can tolerate you a
Walter
little bit.
Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, I'm glad to be
By
here.
the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
What's your role here?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use.
Let's do the billionaire.
I don't
I don't like
pretend
him.
to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
You think the vision I have means anything? Yeah.
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you? Yes, I imagined as much. Barrett expressed something similar, in his own unique way. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
Tell me about your company, dude.
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days.
Interesting.
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the Lodge home, as much as anywhere else.
Bet you never
Right.
expected to end up
about
involved in
you, bro?
something like this. Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
Yeah, how'd you get here?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation.
Not even
After
surprised.
a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
Honestly, as soon as he said greedy corporation, I just thought of freaking Walter. That's crazy.
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust? I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but you know, if the label fits.
That's important.
It has to be, right? All of this is connected. We just need to figure out how and why. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
How well known is it?
I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways. Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do.
All right, let's do it.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising. Felt the same way when I started, too. There's an electricity in the air when you know you're about to uncover something. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Very good.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
I'm asking no questions.
Good.
Understood.
Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Sarah,
Alright, what's up?
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
What's the Vanguard? Please
United
tell
Colonies volunteer fleet. Independent captains enlist, get to use their own ships, and the UC provides them with sustained work and credits. And put in your time, and you're guaranteed UC citizenship and everything that comes with it. Discounts on UC goods and medical services, chance to own a place in New Atlantis. Only way a foreign captain could even dream of seeing those sorts of benefits. So, you want in?
I will say yes just to see what missions I get.
Excellent. Just need to do a little paperwork. An orientation on the UC, and knock out an exam, and a probationary mission. We need to know you'll be able to hack it out there after all. Do well. You'll be out there keeping the peace in no time.
Don't forget, John. I need him back after you wrap him in that fancy get-up of yours.
Don't worry, Sarah. I'm not forgetting about you or our little business afterwards. Promise. First things first. Head down to the orientation hall. Get signed up at the registration terminal. System will walk
Hey, I'm not about to do it right
Something wrong
now.
with the exam? Right. Got so wound up
What I'm here
bringing you
for,
on
bro.
board, I almost forgot.
Oh, I haven't.
You're a recruiter.
Come on, John. Let's hear it, before you try to convince him to join the Marines.
All right. Here's what I've got. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system. Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me. You kidding? Lowest posting request rate in the whole fleet. Only thing there the UC cares about is Mars. And no one wants to go to Mars. They want to get off Mars.
We'll talk to dude.
Solar system is a lot of planets. But a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols. You'll have to ask him. But Vanguard volunteers have retrieval rights if they get into a scrap. Wouldn't be surprised if he found it off of a pirate or something like that.
Appreciate it,
Anything
dude.
for Sarah. UC always takes care of its own. Even the prodigal children.
Oh, brother.
Sidonia. That's where I gotta go. Where is that? If I show this on the map. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That's far as the freak. Yeah, let's do things that are here first. A well. Let's see what's going on in this freaking well. Alright, bro.
There are always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry, I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous.
What are you
We're
investigating?
trying to isolate a power drain, which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems. But it's kind of a two-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down. The other person needs to monitor the system remotely. It's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution.
I can do it easy. I could assist you.
Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that.
You wanna pay me?
What I need isn't very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact
Antonio?
you once you get there.
I got you though.
Hey, can you hear me?
Sure can, let's do it.
Working. I only have a general view of things. That's it. Great job.
Oh.
So
That was easy.
ship
I
the
didn't have to do
secondary
anything.
breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay.
I'm gonna go to this
Okay,
one.
got it. Next one is way down past Jake's. And maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
It's really cool exploring these freaking worlds, dude.
Alright, you should be near the next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so maybe a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right?
I'm not a novice. I don't have any picks. Frick, man, I threw.
I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the...
Even in the well, the trade authority
Okay,
continues to flourish.
just find that and,
Makes you
maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
I think I'm getting there. Nice. Made it.
Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of fill attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down.
Okay. They need to. Oh, I did it. Nice.
Wow,
I didn't even like.
Really well done.
No, I was doing it.
Week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station? Near where
Don't
we
back.
met?
Got you.
Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain. But if not, then this is where we part ways.
Appreciate the $2,000. Nice. Use this point somewhere. I want more oxygen. Yeah, I want more oxygen for sure. Might as well see where she ends up taking us.
So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me?
You about
Just
to
make
kill
sure
him.
this doesn't
It's
go
fine.
badly?
I'm coming. You have to
I
actually
don't
tell
know.
me.
I feel like I'm the one who's going to wind up in trouble. Zoe's got a way of twisting things.
So she's a liar.
Thanks.
I'm coming.
That means a lot.
Actually, we got this. We got
I can
this.
do the talking, I think. Just be ready
You
for...
think?
Well, anything.
I'm ready, bro. It's actually so fine.
A visit from Mast. How delightful.
Is Zoe?
You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all you little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes. Well, you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And what was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
Oh, she weird. She's weird. Ew, look how she's
Is Mast outsourcing its help now? How droll.
Okay, I can do this.
No, because she's a Karen and I'm over it. Bro, we can get the guns now. What?
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what.
Don't worry. Whatever happens, we're prepared to handle the situation.
Literally, we're so ready.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay?
Okay, like, I do not care, bro. I won't fire the first shot, but I will fire the last. That's what I'm, bro, that's my energy right now, bro. Like, I'm not even reading the rest of these.
That's dramatic, but reassuring, I guess.
You think that's dramatic? Look how
is
she's
an
acting.
industrial town. The people there tend to be concise.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you, I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For
Same.
the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box? Hey, I thought you were out there, you know, solving this.
I didn't even get to leave yet. How did she leave and come back with that information? I don't know. That was weird. But like she said, let's just assume she's being legitimate and figure this the freak out. It's up there. Like, is it literally parkour? Like, just be honest. No! Oh my god. Oh my god, it's still higher up. Wait, but... only well up... What? No. I made it. Wait, I'm figuring it out. I'm making it up. Alright. Open with a Okay. I'm making it, dude. There's probably an easier way to do it, but I don't care. I did it my way.
Should be getting close.
Hello? Is this functional?
Dude.
I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
Adequately done. I appreciate that you've listened to reason. The junction box should be just nearby. Miss Reyes and I have both noted that the next node in this trace is not on any of the current diagrams.
She means it's not in the well. It's somewhere on the surface, which technically means it's not my responsibility.
We'll have this solved in short order. However, you can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
However, we agreed that we all like to see this through. If you head topside, I'll pull up the diagrams we need. Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
Every time I thought this mission was over, there was some other issue that I needed to go figure out.
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation.
Okay.
Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs. But I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
I still get sick on the gnat.
I'm not giving it to her first because she's weird. I don't trust her. I don't like her. I don't care. Keep your money. I'm giving it to, what, Sarah? No, not Sarah. The woman that isn't rude. That's who I'm giving this to. Freak. She's literally evil. Like, I'm not gonna side with an evil freaking weirdo for a couple extra credits.
Hey, you should be getting close. Looks
Bring
like
it
it's
to
somewhere
Luisa.
near Athena Tower.
Wait, it's right here? Oh,
Zoe
shoot.
says there's a junction box on the building's exterior. I'm not sure why she knows that. Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
connections. Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
I'm going. Let's see. Girl be running. Access the apart. Where are the dig pics? I'm saying dig pics and it's digipics. Whew. Alright, so I don't have the dig pics. I mean the digipics. I don't have them. I used them all. So where do I get more? Oh, this is the downstairs. I had no idea how to get here earlier. Alright, let's see. Mission board. Industrial workbench. Spacesuit workbench. Weapon workbench. A pharmaceutical lab. A cooking station. Nice. Where's a digipic? What I needed. Alright, bro. I gotta make this count. If I mess this up, it's over with. Alright, let's see. You need to be very thoughtful here, okay? It can go here. It can also go there. It can also go there. Oh my god. This gets those, and this gets those, and this gets those, and this gets... Yes!
Let's go, man.
I actually used my whole brain for that, okay? Oh my god. Freaking cracked. Let's look at it. Deliver evidence to them. I deliver it to Luisa or Zoe? Yeah, I'm definitely going to Luisa. Good? Yeah, you didn't even have to ask me.
Just one quiet day. That too much
You.
to ask for?
So you tracked it down. You've got something to show for it? Great. I'll get this back to Mass for analysis. I'm not stupid. I know Zoe probably made you an offer. I appreciate that you didn't take it. And I'm really glad we got to work together on this.
Nice.
So, looks like maybe someone thought they could hack into Calibank's system. In fact, looks like maybe they did. Still want to claim you had nothing to do with this, Zoe?
My dear, why in the world would I want to break the law? And Galbank, no less. I do quite enough business with them as it is.
All right. Well, I'll have some people look over this. Maybe they'll be in touch.
I very much doubt that.
See you around.
Her energy is crazy.
If there's something you need, no matter what it is, either I have it or I can get it. Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, I would be more than happy to help you. If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her. And I'd ask that you pass along my request to stop these silly games. So, what'll it be?
Ah, she's weird, bruh.
Perhaps.
Weird.
But I'm quite confident in my business, and I refuse to be intimidated. Please, let me know if I can assist you further.
Yeah, why are y'all down here?
We've been in New Atlantis for a very long time, before most things topside were built. With lots of infrastructure already in place, ample storage, and discreet access to the spaceport, it makes sense to stay. It's had the unintentional, but not unwelcome, side effect of weeding out people who can be timid about doing business.
What's the Trade Authority?
I thought the name made it rather obvious. We are the
I bet.
authority on trade in the settled systems. Whether it's bulk cargo, specialty items, or individual requests, we make sure things get where they need to go. We have shipping lanes across the settled systems and deal with nearly every major corporation and faction there is.
Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis? Oh boy, I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice, know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. you're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you. You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much. Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice. And things down there aren't that bad.
So people are skeptical about the well.
Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous. Galaxy-wide.
Let me try.
You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this?
You want me to steal
Surely
it?
you're not seriously considering this course of action. The last thing we need is UC security on our backs.
God,
I'm doing it with the
what a
free
relief this is.
self-doubt.
I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need.
The information.
I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense.
Okay.
Catch you later.
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with?
Got some cargo that was impounded. I need access to it.
Yeah, I can't really just let you in there.
There's no reason for us to have a problem.
You don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear. Okay. I might be able to make an exception for you.
Yeah.
All right, look, don't
let's do
tell
that.
anyone I did this for you. I could lose my job over it. If anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this.
I was
Got
so
it?
chill and I was like, bro, shut the heck
One
up
sec.
and let me in. Thanks.
All right, make it quick, will you?
Got it. Appreciate you. Easy.
Good to see you again. Oh, no way. You really got it? I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't. I certainly hope not. This is a huge deal to me, but it's not worth either of us murdering over. Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample.
Wow.
On top of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks, but you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered. I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really, thank you so much.
No problem. I'm just by the tree.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this. Yes, concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance?
I've passed by this particular tree many times, and honestly, I never gave it a second thought. Does it hold some sort of special significance?
Finally, somebody understands. Unless, wait. You're not mocking me, right? People. Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me?
Sure.
Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
Got you, dude. Got you. Take it. I gotta grab a bunch of biosensors and bring them back to dude.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me?
I did not expect this kid here.
Okay, well, if I see any of those, I'll tell you. And you can tell me if you find any eggs. Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
I'm afraid, due to recent legislative action, I'm no longer able to allocate ships. I can, however, deal in general goods. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon. Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found, trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it? Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we?
I think if I didn't tell her that, I would have been able to get it for cheaper.
I could, but I did pay for it. I'd like to recover my losses. And it's all the way in the back room. I'd have to walk back there, then back out here. You did say this was important after all. Honestly, it's probably worth way more than what we're talking about. Pleasure doing business with you.
I don't need to... It's fine. Alright, dude. I got your stuff. Now, what's up with this thing?
I need all of the biosensors. So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right. We'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment. It is working, isn't it?
Why are you asking me, dude? I don't know.
There it is.
Don't scare me.
Now, let's see. This is... Well, it's... Oh my.
What is it, dude?
Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once.
That's, yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's not good news. You're just right about something bad.
In an admittedly somewhat selfish manner. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
How much is it? 2,000. Okay, so everybody around here has just $2,000 laying around for me. Appreciate it. All right.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues.
Tell me about it.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
Potentially.
Well,
sure.
First things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all?
I'm gonna lie.
Oh yeah? And I'm the CEO of Galbank. Look, I can appreciate a wise ass, but if
Why
I
did I
catch
lie?
you lying for real, we're going to have a problem. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to MAST and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
I'm gonna do
if
it.
You have any questions?
I don't have no questions.